Hey friends, it's your host Steph Connell, lifelong goal-getter, betterment seeker, and both a student and master of making mindset matter. Through my 10 years of experience in coaching and leadership, I've seen passion and purpose diminish to form life's cookie-cutter mold. And due to that, you see the train of unhappiness get more and more bogged down. My mission in life is to get a rise out of you. Together, we are building a community of women who can not only voice their vision, but bring that to fruition. You are daring. You are valued. You are needed. And you are ever growing, my friend. The world needs our courage, and we are bringing it on strong. So without further ado, let's get to it. It's time to be bold. Hey you, I am so excited for today's podcast, and I'll tell you why. Because it's all about the energy, and it's all about bringing the positive. I want you to think about the last time that you were at a party or a gathering or maybe a show or something, but there's that one person that you were just drawn to, and as soon as they walked in, you were just like attracted to being around this person. And it doesn't mean attracted in like a sexual way or anything. I just literally mean you're drawn to this person. Their energy is infectious, and you're like, oh, I like this person. It could have just been that. And let me tell you something about energy and having positive, abundant, powerful, confident, infectious energy. Let me tell you about that, because it's really important in getting where you want to go and where you want to be in life. And as you can see from the scenario that I just said, it's attractive. It's something that draws people in. And if you want to have certain things in life, but you feel like you're not getting them and you can't understand why you're not getting them, it's because you're attracting things that are on your energy wavelength. And the thing that you want is not on your energy wavelength that you currently have in life. So how can we raise that? If you want that abundant life, the one that you look at and you're like, how do I get it? You have the vision board, you have the mindset, you have the frame and the focus to go there. But why am I just at the end of the day, oh, well, tomorrow, or I procrastinate, or I leave it? So all of these things are telling me that you're tired or exhausted. And girl, I get you. I'm there with you. I go through this with you. I haven't arrived in life. I haven't figured it all out. I am figuring it out. And when I find things that work, I'm going to pass them along to you. So let me talk about energy today. And I have some notes that I'm going to reference because I wrote these down as I was experiencing things. I'm like, oh, this is working. This is working, and this is working, and I did this today, and that felt really good. And so I'm going to pass those little nuggets that I gain along the way off to you so that you can try them out, test them out, and see what's going to work for you. So I have today 6 things that are going to raise your positive energy in your house, but in your life, okay? The reason I kind of identify this with being in your house is because that's a lot of where we spend our time. That's our home. That's what we wrap ourselves in at the end. Those are the bookends of our day, really. That's what we wrap ourselves in at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. And these are going to be quite interesting as I bring them up to you. But I want you to have an awareness as I share one thing with you. I'm going to set the tone. I was combining them both at the same time. I love when that happens. It happens all the time. I think of multiple things at the same time, and that's what happens. They come out in a brand new word for our world. That's it. So as we go into this, I want to share an experience with you as I was driving one day, because we change. We change through as females, we change through our cycle and what we need that will build our energy. And a lot of what's in our environment today is what's the word? I can't even think of it right now. See, I think of too many words. Guys, welcome to my brain. I think of too many things at once, and then when I'm trying to think of one thing, I can think of nothing. You heard it first right here on Be Bold podcast, episode number, I don't know. Here we are rolling into it. Okay. We are infused with accelerators today, things that overdue our energy, that make us feel like we need to be pushed. Coffee, exercise, but when we exercise, it's not just enjoyable exercise. It needs to be HIIT training. It needs to be fast. It needs to be marathons. It needs to be running, sprinting. It needs to be too much, too fast. And oftentimes we find ourselves exhausted. And I want to touch on this for a quick second, as I had an experiment one day as I was driving, and this is number one that you can use for yourself. So number one is music. Excuse me. Number one is music, movement together. Music and movement together. And oftentimes when I am driving to work, I listen to a podcast. I feel, and that's going to be another one, raising good words and good messages into my head. But key here, one day, it wasn't doing it for me. And I'm like, why? Because my focus when I was listening to it was to goal set. I was listening with intention, and I always listen with intention and focus to absorb and take it all in. But when I was listening, I was like, I still feel tired. It's not inspiring. It's like the words were inspiring, but why isn't this filling me up today? If you've ever had the opportunity to listen to even our very own Be Bold podcast in one of the episodes, and you're just like, why am I not feeling it today? The message is not sitting with you, but maybe you are not sitting with the message today. So what you can do for yourself, and I want you to do a little switch. I tried something so beautiful, because this is the ability to have the awareness of your own body, is to listen to what your body needs and where it's at. And why I kind of addressed our cycle is because what you need at different times in your cycle will be different. That will energize you. And so a lot of part of energizing, positive, raising energy will be healing on your journey. And so if you feel like you're on that wave today where words, it's just like, Steph, you're too much for me today. And I know I can be too much, and I can be too little at times as well. And so if you feel like we're not in alignment, one of the most beautiful things that you could do for yourself is putting meditative music on and say to yourself 10 times what you need for yourself. I'll give you an example. So as I was driving, I had this podcast on. I was like, no, I can feel it. I'm so in tune with myself. I can feel this is not working. We're not in alignment today. And so you're only doing a disservice. If you think it's going to be simple steps that you need to run your day like this, even on days that you don't like it. If there's days that you're not aligning, there's a difference between liking and aligning. If it doesn't feel like it's helping you today, you need to find what's going to suit you. Try some meditative music. So I popped on some meditation music where it's that beautiful, vibrational energy music in the background, the sound bowls, healing energies. And each time something negative came into my mind, I took a deep breath to release it. A lot of times we hold on to things throughout our life and you don't even realize it. It's moments like this that they come about where you just feel tired. And all of a sudden I realized a thought that wasn't serving me. I did a deep breath. 10 deep breaths. Keep going. Release it from your nerves. Release it out of your body. You've been holding on to it and it's exhausting. You have packed your bags over the years and you have never unpacked them. That is the part of healing that's going to be a real part of your journey to raising your energy level. So that is a smooth, easy step that you can incorporate into your day, that when you feel like focusing forward can't happen right now, Steph, because I have so much from yesterday that I haven't unpacked it yet. And you will know it. You will feel a little bit of exhaustion, that thinking about moving forward or taking the next step and grabbing all the tips and tricks is too much right now, that's because you have too much sitting in your backpack on your back right now. You need to breathe. You need to release. And music and movement are a great way to add that feminine energy into your life. And feminine energy is receiving. Creation and receiving. So you maybe need to incorporate a little bit of that. That's my first step. So that was the best one, is really being in tune with your cycle and where you are. Because remember, if you are more so near your menstruation in that portion of your cycle, that's your portion where you need to cleanse, right? That's what your body is doing. That is what your mind needs to do. That's why it's too much. And that day for me, I did that. I switched what my body needed. I put the beautiful music on, which allowed all those negative things that I wanted to be released into the world, out of my mind, out of my body, so that I can receive and rejuvenate the fresh stuff that needs to come in for the month to follow. So that was my number one. That is one thing that you can incorporate into your house, quote unquote. So my car on the way to work was my house that day. The thing that encompasses me for that moment. In your house, here's another one, number 2, stones. But not just stones. As I say stones, I'm like, you know what? It's not just stones, but stones, healing stones, have a beautiful energy wave that they let. Have you ever gone into I don't know, they all have different names, a stone store, energy, crystals, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, a million names for one thing, but you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever gone into one of those stores? You will actually gravitate to a certain stone because that stone is giving you the healing energy that you need. We are all everything science. It is science. We are all made up of energy. The table that I sit at has a vibration. I have a vibration, and it changes based on my energy. And energy is given off via mood, but my mood is controlled by me. It's a choice. And things, that's what we want to talk about today, that can address your mood, help you with your mood, your energy level. So things like music and movement and stones. Oh my goodness, you can have so many opportunities. There's many people who wear them in a necklace, There's many people that wear them as a bracelet, so that's encompassing you throughout the day. But in your home, if you want to change the vibrancy in your home, so when you come home, you feel good. It's not just I want to put my PJs on and lay down and watch, a movie to popcorn. It's not just that. Because Lord knows I love me some popcorn and comfy clothes. But sometimes that is actually a cover-up for what you actually need to heal yourself. So when you come into your house, what kind of things can you have for yourself? So I actually place healing stones around in different places that have different meanings. In the main section of my house, I have rose quartz. Rose quartz is excellent for love. And I want that to encompass for my family in the main living quarters. In my office, I have citrine. Citrine is excellent for confidence boosting, for lifting your solid structure to yourself. You're ever knowing its power, its wealth, its confidence. It's something to build upon. And so with this stone, I love this in my office space because that is where I go for that mindset. That's where I go to build myself, to build other people, to ensure and empower. That's what I do there. And so having that energy wrapped around me is a beautiful thing. So I love that. Number 2 is stones. Plants. Number 3, fill your house with plants. Oh, I love this one. Guys, you're talking to the nature girl over here. I mean, if you take a walk in my backyard, it's like walking in the forest. You are encompassed in nature. And so I love bringing a little bit of that into my house. There's a few really great things about plants that I want to share with you. Not only do they filter the air for you and give you beautiful oxygen, quality oxygen to fill your bloodstream with, which is huge for energy level, but you want to make sure you're breathing. Again, going back to those 10 deep breaths. Oh, fill your soul. But on top of it, they actually raise positive energy in the household. Did you know that? They do. They have a vibration. They clean the air. They make positive energy. I have them everywhere around my house. I absolutely love them. I bring nature into my house. And it also creates a vibration to your house by the imagery. And that's the second thing. This is the most funniest thing ever. And people think it's so interesting. That's the word I'm going to give it. But in your house, number 4, close the toilet seat. I know. You're like, what? What? Well, what? What? No, we're not just putting the toilet seat down, guys. Girls, put the toilet seat down as well, please. So there is a word. I feel like I have to find it here while I'm sitting here with you. I should have had this prepared, but this is live. Toilet seat energy. There is a word. And as soon as I say it, you're probably going to be like, oh yeah. Feng shui. Am I saying that right? Feng shui. So if you are feeling drained, quote unquote, it could be because you leave the toilet seats up. There's multiple things about leaving the toilet seat up, but Feng Shui is kind of like a fluid appearance, the harmony of how all the elements in your household come together as a look, as a presentation, which creates a mood for you. And so that is part of why putting the toilet seat down is very important for the look and the appeal to the bathroom, the balance, the flow from every section in your washroom. But on top of it, I close the lid because when you flush, stuff flushes into the air. So it helps keep the bacteria, keeps everything down in the toilet. It's a cleaner appearance. It's a cleaner method. It looks good. So it changes the energy to the house. Interesting. Okay, so we want to close the lid to the toilet. The other portion, number 5, was having positive messages. So I talked about that briefly at the beginning when I was in the Jeep, how I usually typically listen to a podcast. So know where you are in your needs and in your healing journey, in your positive energy raising, getting those good words, just filling your cup with nutrition. Think about who you're having conversations with each and every day. And right now, you and I are having a good conversation of how we can improve, how we can become better, how we can encompass and grow just value. Those kind of words are so important in your journey and your everyday life that actually fills your soul, raises your energy level. Why is this so important? Because it will attract and it will bring into your life the things that you're looking for that also sit at that energy level. If you're looking for something that speaks the imagery of that huge vision board, and by vision board, I don't mean something physical. It can be something in your mind, that dreaming element, that thing that you've always had your eye on, that target, that zone that you've been reaching for, whether you've actually strived for it or not, that's different. You've reached for it. In your eyes, you've been having your eye on that target all your entire life, and you've either A, worked for it, or B, thought about it and dreamt about it. When you're going for that thing is sitting at a different energy than where you are. Otherwise, you'd already have it. You'd be on the same level. You could grasp it. You could get it right away. So that's why we want to raise the energy so that you can get the thing that's sitting higher right now. You got to build your energy so that you lift yourself up so that you can get it. You can reach it. That's the idea. You want to feel good on your journey of getting there. Raise your vibration. Raise your energy to a positive energy. Are you watching those things? So you got to have that awareness for yourself every single day as you're sitting on the couch and you're watching something, as you're sitting in your vehicle and listening to something, as you're going for a walk and you overhear somebody, as you're at work and you're listening to this other person complain about things. Change what you allow to sink into your head. Protect and create boundaries for yourself and allow only the good energy, that your time is valuable. That your energy and your space that you hold is valuable. That is yours. That is your choice to allow what you allow in. And number 6, which should not be a question whatsoever, is your nutrition and movement. So you have music and movement, nutrition and fitness movement. Okay? So you need to give your body what it needs to thrive. Do you love to eat? Wait, how does that work? Do you love, what is the saying? Do you live to eat or eat to live? There it is. I like that saying because it allows people to see where they place food in their values, but I also like that saying because I don't really like it. Because we're placing our values on just basics, animalistic needs versus, you have a passion for food and we can overeat and there's an abundance of it. What I love is fueling so that you can thrive as a person, as a human being, so that you can energize your body, so that you can oil it like a well-oiled machine. You can fill it. Like, are you putting premium in or are you putting regular in? That's what I want to know. How are you feeling? Like, what are you focused on when you fill your fridge? What are you focused on when you go shopping for groceries? Are you focused on what's going to make you feel better? Or are you focused on what's going to make you work better? What's going to build your body to be the best working element, oiled machine that's going to win, that's going to run, that's going to work, that's going to be on purpose? Vitamins, minerals, nutritious, healing, quality. There's those words, some good words rolling in. That needs to fill your soul and put it into your food. Use your body as it's supposed to be. So let's roll over it as we go out today. I'm so excited for you because you can now take a couple of these things that you're like, what, a toilet seat? That's why we're here. We're here to learn some fun things and see what's going on in life and how we can raise our energy. Find some of those things that you what sets your soul on fire? Sit and listen to yourself and what do you love to do and give yourself a moment to do it. Find your pursuit of passion. Fill your heart with love and all the things that you do in life. So number 1, music and movement. We're going to move that body. We're going to send the signals to the world that we are in our feminine energy and that we are ready to receive. Music and movement. Stones. Incorporating different energies in different places of your rooms that allows you to incorporate and encompass that feeling that you want to create, whether it's love, whether it's healing, whether it's confidence. What do you want to create in your energy, in your space, which moves you into plants? Number 3, plants. All the green and the color, they send a vibration. They are living. They have an energy. They provide with clean oxygen in the air in your household. They are the outside brought into your home to create the real environment that you deserve and need in your life. Positive messages, you and me spending time together, hanging out, feeding off each other's vibrational energy and really just soaking it up. Think about the people that you allow into your life, those 5 basic people that you see every single day, whether it's online here, you and me together, whether it's your friends, whether it's your coworkers. You choose, you select who is allowed in your zone and who allows words into your zone. You make that choice. You create the boundaries or lack thereof. You do that. You are the one in control of this vessel that you carry for yourself. So make sure that those are positive messages, ones that only serve you to moving forward to what it is that you want to do and create for people around you. Number 5, toilet seat. I missed the toilet seat. That was number 4. But you know where I'm going. We can't forget about the toilet seat. The toilet seat feng shui. I hope I'm saying that right. But we are creating an element of a balance, a harmony in our life, in our house. We're creating a flow, a look, a feeling, a vibe, a mood, which creates, in the back, thank you, energy. There it is. And then our final was health and fitness movement, making sure we're nutritious and we're taking care and giving the value to our body, our mind, vitamins, minerals, quality, not quantity. It's not about taste. It's about fueling and filling your body with the good, healthy stuff so that you can work and move optimal. And think optimal, clarity in your mind. All of those things come from good, well-oiled machines. And that's how we do it. We move our body, we turn the car on, and we fill it with that premium. Okay? So, you guys, I love you. I had so much fun on this episode. I just love talking about some of those fun little things that just, some of those things we know, and sometimes we just have to hear it a little bit different, and just a little encouragement that today I was feeling like I really just icky and I just wanted to have something that makes me happy. But now we can change our awareness level around how do I put it? It's not that we just sink into, rely on something like a chocolate that makes me feel good. And don't get me wrong, we're all human beings here and we all do those kind of things. But now we can kind of have that awareness that maybe sometimes the hard stuff is going to make me feel good. The stuff that's switching my habit of what I usually lean on, let's try something new and see how I feel after. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, it works. These are all options that you as a whole can make a choice of what actually vibes with you and helps with your energy. So as you go out there today, make some of those choices that really raise your energy level so that you can start getting to that point in life where you're at that level of where you draw people in. I want you to think about when you walk into the room, are you one of those people that lifts the room up, lights the room up when you walk in? Or are you one of those people that lights the room up or lifts the room up when you walk out? So listen, I really enjoyed spending these moments with you today, and I hope you did too. My gratitude is through the roof. But in order for us to make even more magic in this world, we've got to spend more time together. Make it your focus to connect consistently so you can continue to gain and change up your days to come. Secondly, we are a direct result of who we hang around with, and now you're in the world of becoming better. By sharing this episode, you are making an impact in someone's life, and frankly, we're just better together. And don't forget to tag me so I can send some love and shout-outs back, my friend. Until next time, this is your host, Steph, on Be Bold.